Hello and welcome to another Raggy's pub review. I'm watching my front door. Got my good camera on. Um, Tonight I'm going to be talking about the Malt Shovel in Beeston. The Malt Shovel in Beeston, I'm not sure what it was before. It's an Heineken or Star owned pub, and they seem to have a lot of pubs all over the place. And Shipstones have obviously took the lease on. Shipstones Brewery was at one stage a mega brewery. Black Iris Brewery is basically in the same area where Shipstones were, but it was some brewery. The building was absolutely massive. Back in the day, they must have been, the operation must have been massive. But in any case, these days they're a microbrewery. I can't remember where they're based, to be honest. I thought it was the Fox and Crown pub in. Yeah, there's no use me guessing. I remember, but I can't remember the name of it at the moment. So anyway, me and Andy from the Happy Drinkers, we went in not this weekend, last weekend, and walked in. People having food on one table, another table, a couple with two young kids having food. Somebody else sat there drinking. It's quite early in the day, mind you. It's about 12:30. And I walked in, 5 pumps, cask pumps, which was good to see. Very small selection of spirits behind the bar. Bit of merch behind the bar. There was a malt shovel that the fella got out of the cellar. So they've got stuff in the cellar that obviously is part of the pub's history. And the bloke did say he's going to get more of it up. And that, I reckon, is well needed. Get that merch, old stuff that they used to use in the pub, get it up there, get it on show. Wonder what that was. So, four Shipstones lines on the hand pools, one Hollowstone. Hollowstone is actually Shipstones anyway. It's their craft beer brand. So they've done it the way. It's all very difficult with breweries. Do you bring out a different brand for your craft, or do you put both under the umbrella of one? Local breweries near me, one, they brought out a craft beer brand and they've gone under their own name. Another one are doing it under their own name but with a slight thing. So it is what it is. Everyone does what they do. As long as the beer tastes good, that's really all that matters. So I had a Shipstones mild. My dad was a massive Shipstones drinker back in the day. I'm not sure if it was Gold Star he had or something. I'm sure it was in a bloody red bottle. So I'm not 100% sure. And we're talking 80s. So yeah, about 40 years ago. And that was probably the last time I actually seen my dad to talk to, which was quite sad in that respect. Hey ho. Fathers and mothers who can't get on and separate and then don't go looking where the kids are. Hey ho. Thank God that would never happen to my children, because we will always be there for our kids. But hey ho. But anyway, yeah. I had the Shipstones mild, did a review of it, and yeah, tasted great. And then I had the Gold Star as well, and again, yeah, it was nice. And spoke to the lad who seems to be the like the landlord or manager, and yeah, he's obviously not been in long. It's been a couple of weeks, I think, since they took over, so it's not been long. And anything, like with any business, you've got to build your business up. It's in the Beeston area of Nottingham is a fantastic area. There's a lot of good pubs. I mean, there's a couple of crap ones, but I don't care for the crap pubs because we'll never go in them. Yeah, a couple of good fighting pubs, but I'm not naming names. But and then there's the typical Wetherspoons as well. But yeah, yeah, for me, like I say, building. You can see that they've only just took over. So for me, more cask lines, rotating cask lines, the odd guest beer, um, from another brewery in the pub, if they can. Get some keg lines in, whether they're allowed to or not, because some of these pubs is like what they call tied, so they're not allowed to put their own keg lines in, which is a bit sad. It is what it is with pubs. But it was great to see four different Shipstones beers on cask, and then the Holostone, which is also Shipstones as well. Yeah, so we had a good time there. The bloke was really chatty. He seemed to be wanting to do his best, and why would you not? You've got to look after you. One, you've got to look after your own job, and you want it to move forward. And like I say, these days with beer drinkers, people want a decent pint. Shipstones is a heritage brand for Nottingham, so it means a lot to a lot of people, and it's all about getting that out there. And with it being a Shipstones pub, obviously their beers are going to be at the premium on cask. Both tasted great to me. So yeah, will I go again? Yeah. Keep my eye out on what's new. Hopefully they'll, use social media to bump it up. To say, oh, we've got this on the bar, we're getting this on the bar. Today's pubs that are doing well are those that are, on social media, not just sitting there, sitting in the background and not saying what you've got on the bar. People want to know what you've got on the bar so they can go down. And yeah, when I look at the pubs and micro pubs that are doing well, it's all these that have got variation and that coming in. So will I go again? Yes, definitely. Looking forward to see what they've got on. Be interesting to see where Shipstones go with their brand, and with the I was hoping to get Nut Brown on cask to review. But it'd be interesting. I mean, I don't know the Shipstones brands from yesteryear. Are there more Shipstones brands? Could Shipstones Brewery acquire the O'Mayall's brands? I know there was an O'Mayall's microbrewery. They were around a couple of years ago. I've heard nothing from them. They were on Facebook. I messaged them, and I think they just died off. I've not seen any hide nor hair. So obviously that's another brand that was big in Nottingham. I mean, for me, could Shipstones re-bring back the Hardy and Anson's brand off Green King, or do Green King still use it? It's interesting, isn't it? With these brands. I mean, for me, I'm super pleased that Shipstones are doing what they're doing. These brands are part of Nottingham's heritage, and obviously making the beer and making it to the best, and obviously maybe even tweaking the old recipes, because maybe some of the old recipes weren't that great. I've heard stories about O'Mayall's, obviously, but in any case, the pub itself, Malt Shovel, all the best for the future. I think it's a pub that's going to be interesting to see the progression, but the beer is tasting good for me, and you can only say what you can see on the day when you go. Thank you for watching. See you soon. I'm freezing. Cheers.